Here in Milwaukee, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Towing the slab in today's game, Chad Patrick. What do you have on him, Siggy?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
Just about to get started. Xavier Edwards digs in now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to first. One pitch and one out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez.
Low inside.
Ball.
Cutter. Low middle. Cutter. Low outside.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Cutter. Low middle.
To the right side, Terang. In plenty of time to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Sinker.
2 down, base is empty. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Ha!
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Late on that fastball.
Low inside.
That
ball.
misses, and that is ball 1.
Cutter. Low inside.
Tap to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Miami, Sandy Alcantara. What do we have on him? Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Had him out front for strike 3. This is Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, left fielder.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Ground ball to the right side. Here's Lopez for one. Double play.
Out of there.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in Milwaukee. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Norby batting in the cleanup spot. And he was a second-round pick in 2021. Strike 2. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
High inside.
In the air, left field. Yelich moving under it. And there's one away. One out man at first. And at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. That one lifted to left. Yelich settles under it. And there's 2 down. Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz handles, throws to first. That is the inning. Back here at American Family Field, here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Good wood on that changeup. Barreled it up. Just couldn't keep it between the lines.
Sliced hard, but foul.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeling. Here comes the 0-1. That one way inside. This one in the air, center field. Marcy takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Andrew Vaughn now.
Ball.
And
ball.
Another ball. This one in the air, right field. Hernandez on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. New inning getting started. And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley.
Outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Low inside.
Ground ball right side. Terang slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
Seam fastball. High inside.
And that one in the air, center field. 2 away. Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Low outside.
And the 0-2. Base hit, center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice
runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swings through that.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
That just misses, and the count is 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Cutter. Middle outside.
Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
High outside.
Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, Vaughn. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Towards first. Konine takes it himself. One pitch and one out. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 0-1 now. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And he makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back here in Milwaukee, and at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Low inside.
Outside low, ball 2.
Sinker. Low outside.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Low middle. Sinker. Low middle.
Payoff pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. And that quickly 2 away. Jacob Marcy now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I'll tell you, when you smoke the line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a...
That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Bottom 4, here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A solo shot. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Foul ball there.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
The 0-2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's off the batter's eye. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we're starting over.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Yelly stepping into the box now. And a foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one for strike 2. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. And now it's William Contreras. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeland. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
1-1 now. And there's a strike in the outside corner.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now. So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from 1 knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
High outside.
Next to hit, Otto Lopez. Outside corner. There's a strike.
Middle outside.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Vaughn measures 5 feet 10 inches, 215 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Jumps, throws in the dirt, can't quite pick it, and that would have been a beautiful play. Go ahead run on base. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Bunting for a hit. Edwards. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Wastes no time there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
At the plate, Joey Ortiz.
Ball.
The 1-0. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now here is Luis Rengifo.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Almost got him.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone.
Runner takes off, and a count 1-2. Runner goes again. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Now 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. He's already homered here in this one. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add on. It's 5-2. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Out towards right center field. Marcy on the move. And that'll do it. Top 6. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Hey!
Sinker. Low outside.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Connor Norton will hit next. 1 for 2.
Connor Norton.
Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Marlins, center
Jacob
fielder,
Marcy,
Jacob
the next up for the Marlins. Now a pop-up on the infield. Rengifo settles under this one, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Heriberto Hernandez.
Right fielder, Heriberto
Cutter.
Hernandez.
Middle inside.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Griffin Conine. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Oh, 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Not close with that one, and the count is even 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. In the air to left center, Stowers on his way over. 2 away now. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's
What
out.
a play. Inning over. Back here at American Family Field. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Sinker. Middle outside.
On the corner for a strike.
Low inside.
Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Yelich on the move to the gap. Brings it in. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the order, Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Just foul.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. In time to Vaughn. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn.
Ball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marcy coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And next is the designated hitter, Blake Perkins.
Designated hitter, Blake Perkins.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Righty reliever out of the pen, Michael Peterson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, speared at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Milwaukee, we go to the 8th. Otto Lopez digs in now. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Cutter. Middle outside.
This one in the air right field. Reaching down and makes the grab. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 0-2. Swings, and this one's flared. Fair ball. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair. But even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap, because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock.
In the air, right field, Freeland on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. He's already homered in this game.
No.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. To get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Ashby, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Digging in, Heriberto Hernandez. Ortiz. The throw to second is offline. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the
2
Marlins,
outs,
first baseman
bases full. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins.
Yeah.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. And a foul ball.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
High fly ball, right field. Hernandez gets under it. And there's one down. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Swings through that one. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Brewers.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His 2nd homer of the night, and they add to the lead. It's 6-2.
Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
So 2 down. Now it's Christian Yelich. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Next offering is outside. That one misses. And now it's 3-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
This one popped up. Peterson settles underneath it. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the 9th. Graham Pauley getting ready to hit. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one away. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. And that's outside. Ball 1. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. And that's in for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
Ball 2, down.
2-seam fastball. High middle.
Late on that fastball. That
Ball
misses, and it's a full count.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That to right. Freeland under this one. And there are 2 outs. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Oh,
No.
He doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
Out to short. Whips it to first. That finishes the evening's action. Patrick with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.